life, the bright lights, the type the crowd likes. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
Nuggets at Wolves. Junior Browne back in the NBA Shot Clock on this Friday, May 10th, with another free pick, and we're rocking with the Denver Nuggets plus 4.5. I'm sure a lot of you watching this believe Denver will get swept. That's certainly the narrative in the national media, obviously on social media, and it's just amongst most basketball fans. And I get it. They didn't look like they belonged on the same court as Minnesota in games 1 and 2. But as a capper, you can't be a prisoner in the moment. And the reality is, Minnesota is not as good as the team we saw in games 1 and 2, in the same way that Denver is not as bad as the team that we saw in games 1 and 2. Now, game 2 in particular, the first half of game 2 is one of the great defensive performances of all time, period. Just go back and watch that. It is insane the way they clamped the Denver Nuggets up, and I believe that Denver is going to respond because A, they have no choice. They lose today, their season is done, so they'll at least keep it close if they lose. And B, I don't remember a champion who, other than they were just getting old, going out with a whimper like this. You can lose, but you can't be getting beat down. You're not convincing me that Jokic, less than 48 hours after winning his third MVP in 4 years, is not going to respond. You're not convincing me that Jamal Murray, after the most embarrassing display of his basketball life, because he wasn't getting punked off like that in high school, he wasn't getting punked off like that in Kentucky, and he got straight up punked off in game 2. You're not going to convince me that the team as a whole is not going to respond to Mike Malone saying he's embarrassed. Give me the defending champions to show up with some pride and some actual quality in their play and make up for the disgusting display we've seen in games 1 and game 2 by covering this 4.5-point spread and catching us yet another ticket, y'all. Knicks at Pacers. Junior Browne back in the NBA Shot Clock on this Friday, May 10th, with another free pick, and we're rocking with the Pacers team total over 115. For me, this is a pretty simple play. Of all the narratives that I can come up with in this game, the only thing that I can trust is that the Pacers offense is going to continue to be effective. We have no evidence that the Pacers offense has slowed down from what it was in the regular season. And if that's the case, 115 points, especially on their home court, is not enough. They average 120 points per game. Now, we might have thought prior to this series that the Knicks, who play at one of the slowest paces in the league, would be able to control that side of the ball, but they haven't. This has been played to the Pacers' pace. If we were going, between the two teams, who would be more comfortable at this pace? Yes, the Knicks have won games 1 and 2, but that's why I'm staying away from the spread. Who's trying to fade the Knicks right now? They have something special going on that can't be quantified in normal basketball terms. You got Josh Hart out here like an Iron Man playing 48 minutes for like 4 straight games. You got Jalen Brunson pulling a Willis Reed, not playing the second quarter and still coming back and dropping 30. So I'm like, it's Dante DiVincenzo can't miss a clutch shot all of a sudden. It's wild what's going on with the Villanova Knicks. And I'm not trying to jump in front of that train, even for the Indiana Pacers at home, because you better believe that Pacers building is going to be rocking. If there's one team that the Indiana Pacers fans hate more than any other, it would be these New York Knicks. So, I say all of that to say, I'm just asking the Pacers to do what they've done the entire season, including these playoffs, score at a rate of 120 points per 100 possessions. That is going to get us the over 115, and it's going to get us to cash another ticket, y'all.